You are exhausted. It is 2 in the morning and your baby is crying again, and you have tried everything. You have fed them, changed them, rocked them, whispered to them, and still they cry. And somewhere in the fog of that moment, a thought creeps in that no parenting book warned you about. Am I doing this right? Do I even know what my baby actually needs? That feeling, that quiet, terrifying uncertainty, is one of the most universal experiences of new parenthood. And it makes sense that you feel it, because from the outside, a baby can seem like a mystery. Small, wordless, impossible to read. But here is what most parents do not realize. Your baby is not a mystery. Your baby is a message. Every cry, every gaze, every tiny fist curled against your chest, your infant is communicating with you in a language that science is only now beginning to fully decode. And what researchers have found in the last 2 decades of infant neuroscience is nothing short of astonishing. Your baby knows more, feels more, and needs more specific things from you than anyone in previous generations ever understood. This matters more than you think, because the first 12 months of your child's life are not a waiting room before development begins. They are development. The experiences your baby has right now, with you, in your arms, in your voice, in your eyes, are physically building the brain they will carry into every classroom, every friendship, every relationship they will ever have. Today, we're going to look at 4 things your infant baby is doing, feeling, and needing that most parents never fully understand. 4 things that once you see them will change the way you hold your child, talk to your child, and understand yourself as a parent. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your baby the same way again.
The first thing you need to know about your infant might be the one that stops you in your tracks. Picture this. You are holding your baby, maybe 3 weeks old, maybe 6, and they lock eyes with you, just for a moment. And something in your chest tightens. Something ancient and wordless moves through you. You might even look away first because the intensity of it surprises you. That moment is not just beautiful. That moment is biology at its most powerful. Researchers at Harvard University's Center on the Developing Child have found that what happens in that locked gaze between a parent and infant, what scientists call serve and return interaction, is the single most important builder of healthy brain architecture in the first year of life. Every time your baby reaches out with a sound, a look, or a gesture, and you respond to it, a neural connection is made. Not metaphorically, literally. Synapses fire and wire together in real time. Harvard researchers estimate that in the first 3 years of life, the brain forms more than 1 million new neural connections every single second. And your responsiveness, your face, your voice, your eyes, is the primary trigger for that growth. Most parents believe that brain development happens to the baby, that it unfolds on a biological schedule, like a flower opening on its own. But that is not what the science shows. Brain development happens between the baby and the caregiver. It is a conversation, and you are already having it, whether you know it or not. Your baby's brain is not waiting. It is building right now. The second thing, and this one quietly undoes a myth that millions of parents carry, is about your baby's emotions. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your infant lying in their crib, fussing softly, not screaming, just unsettled. And you are tired, so you wait. You wonder if they will settle on their own. You have heard that picking them up too fast might spoil them, so you pause, you watch. Here's what is happening inside your baby in that moment. Research led by Dr. Nim Tottenham at Columbia University has shown that infants as young as 4 months old are already processing emotional information from their caregivers with stunning sophistication. Babies are not simply reacting to comfort or discomfort. They are reading your face, your tone, your timing, and using that data to calibrate their own nervous system. In one landmark study, infants whose caregivers responded consistently and warmly to distress showed measurably lower cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, than infants whose distress was left unaddressed. The difference was visible in their brain scans. Visible in a 4-month-old. You cannot spoil an infant with responsiveness. That belief that answering your baby's cry teaches dependence is one of the most persistent and damaging myths in parenting culture. What responsiveness actually teaches is safety. And a baby who learns that the world is safe is a baby who grows into a child willing to explore it. Pick them up every time. It is not indulgence, it is architecture.
And this next one. This one might be the most surprising of all. Imagine you are going about your day with your baby nearby. You are folding laundry, maybe, or making a breakfast. And you are talking, not because you expect an answer, just narrating. Okay, here come the socks. These are Daddy's socks. They are enormous, aren't they? And you laugh a little at yourself because you're talking to someone who cannot talk back, who cannot possibly understand what a sock is, who, by every common assumption, is simply not ready for language yet. But your baby is ready. Your baby has been ready since before they were born. Researchers at Stanford University's Language and Cognition Lab, led by Dr. Anne Fernald, tracked the language environments of infants from 8 months of age and followed them for years. What they found reshaped our understanding of early childhood entirely. Babies who were spoken to more, not taught, not drilled, simply talked to in warm, responsive, conversational ways, had vocabularies at age 2 that were 6 months more advanced than babies who experienced less verbal interaction. 6 months at age 2. But more striking than the vocabulary difference was what they found in processing speed. The babies who had been spoken to more could recognize and understand words nearly 200 milliseconds faster than their peers. 200 milliseconds sounds small. In the developing brain, it is an enormous gap. Your voice is not background noise to your baby. Your voice is the curriculum. Talk to them about the laundry. Talk to them about the weather outside the window. Talk to them about how tired you are and how much you love them in the same breath. Every word you speak into that small, listening face is a word that builds a mind. And the fourth thing, the one that perhaps carries the most weight of all, is about what your baby needs from you emotionally, beyond food and warmth and sleep. Picture the end of a long day. You are depleted. Your baby is fussy, and you have nothing left. You pick them up, but you are distracted, somewhere else in your mind. Your face is flat. Your eyes are distant. You are there, but not fully there. Researchers call this the still face response, first documented by Dr. Edward Tronick at the University of Massachusetts. In his now famous experiments, mothers were asked to suddenly go expressionless, neutral, unresponsive, while holding their babies. Within seconds, the infants noticed. They reached out. They smiled harder, trying to reconnect. They turned away and looked back confused. And within 2 minutes, many broke into visible distress, not because they were hungry, not because they were in pain, because their parent's face had gone dark. And to an infant, a parent's face going dark feels like the world going dark. Your presence, your real presence, your eyes soft and alive and aimed at them, is not a luxury your baby enjoys. It is a biological need your baby cannot survive emotionally without. If this is opening something in you, if you feel that quiet shift that comes from learning something true about the child you love, consider subscribing to this channel. We talk about child development, brain science, and the deep psychology of growing up every single week. Because your child deserves parents who understand them, and you deserve honest, meaningful information to help you do that well. You do not have to be perfectly present every moment, but the moments when you are, fully, warmly, completely there, are the moments your baby's brain remembers in the deepest possible way, not as a memory they can tell you about, as a feeling they carry forever. Your face is their first mirror. Make sure it shows them something worth seeing.
So let us bring this home. Your infant baby is not a passive passenger in their own development. From the very first weeks of life, they are running sophisticated emotional and neurological programs that respond directly and powerfully to you. The locked gaze between you and your newborn is not just a tender moment. It is a million neural connections firing into place. The way you respond when they cry is not just comfort. It is the foundation of every relationship they will ever trust. The words you speak into the air above their little face are not wasted on someone too young to understand. They are the earliest bricks of a mind being built in real time. And your presence, your warm, alive, genuinely attentive presence, is not something your baby simply appreciates. It is something their nervous system requires, the way lungs require air. 4 things, 4 invisible, extraordinary things happening inside your infant right now, and you are at the center of every single one of them. That is not a small thing. That is perhaps the largest thing a human being can be asked to do, to stand at the center of another person's becoming, to be the voice that builds their language, the face that teaches them safety, the arms that tell their nervous system that the world can be trusted. You are not just keeping a baby alive, you are architecting a human life. Every sock you narrate, every cry you answer, every moment you look at them and let them see that they are seen, you are writing the earliest chapters of who they will become. And you will not do it perfectly. No one does. There will be days when your face goes flat because you are running on no sleep and cold coffee and the particular loneliness that parenting can bring. There will be moments when you put them down and walk away for 60 seconds just to breathe. There will be evenings when you wonder if you are enough. You are. You do not need to be a perfect parent. You just need to keep showing up. Because the science is clear on this too. It is not the perfect moments that build a child. It is the consistent ones, the ordinary, unremarkable showing up again moments. Those are the ones that last. If this video helped you see your baby or yourself a little differently today, share it with another parent who needs to hear it. Not because we need the views, because somewhere right now there is a mother or a father sitting in the dark at 2 a.m, holding a crying baby, wondering if they are doing it right. And they deserve to know what you now know, that they are not just surviving, they are building something extraordinary. And before you go, tell us in the comments, what is one moment with your infant that you will never forget? The smallest, quietest, most ordinary moment that somehow meant everything. We would love to hear it. Hold them close, look them in the eyes, talk to them like they understand, because in every way that truly matters, they already do.